What's up, everyone? Welcome to J&J Houston Sportscast. I am your host, James. John is not with me today. If he wants to get on, I'm sure he'll message me. But as of now, I'm just going to go ahead and go. I'm having to deal with lighting issues, as you guys can tell. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to deal with it. As a matter of fact, I'll just kind of, oh, hell, I don't know. There we go. A little bit better, not too bad. For the show, what's going on, man? I'm waiting for a few more people to get in here. As you can tell, the title is just chill session. I thought I'd do something tonight since I think Honcho is chilling for the evening. Like I said, John's not here. He'll be back. He'll be back probably at another time. But I'm gonna kind of answer any questions you guys may have and just go from there. So we'll wait for some more people to get in here, man. And we'll go from there. What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? Welcome. I had a guy today trying to argue with me. Well, I don't know where John is. I think he's probably working or something like that. I had a guy arguing with me today about how Brian Gaines has done such a wonderful job for the Texans, and I asked him to explain to me how, just to kind of get some kind of feedback from him. And I literally spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours arguing with this dude that, other than maybe the draft, one could argue he's not really done much of anything. There's kind of a lot that goes into that. So, like I said, I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here, and then we'll go from there. But just wanted to kind of I test the water, see how everyone's doing, seeing if they're still content with what Houston's doing. Are they excited for the draft? Furthermore, draft is not too long away. Thank God, because honestly, talking about the same old crap over and over again is just getting boring, man. It's just getting outlandish. If you haven't checked out my mock draft simulator videos, I did a couple of those last week. Go check them out. Yeah, they're kind of long. They're about an hour, but I think it's needed to explain why I picked those picks versus anything else. So, kind of go from there. Let's see, Eric, why don't you like Greedy? I think Greedy's highly overrated, man. I think he's been the hips. I think he can play man bump coverage, but for our system, he does not fit. He doesn't tackle worth the shit, bro. He's just not. He could be potentially really good, but he could probably be better than any corner we got. With that said, though, he doesn't fit our scheme. He doesn't fit what Rack does. So that's why I want to stay the hell away from that guy. I'm sorry. Him and Baker both kind of, to me, have kind of the same syndrome. I think Baker's probably a little better and coming up and making a tackle. Actually, I say he's a lot better. But neither one of them can play zone coverage, bro. Neither one of them. But we'll see how it is. Yeah, but I'm not comparing Greedy to Dion. That's like comparing apples and oranges. They're both round, but they're different colors, different flavors, and they do different things. Okay, good. I was about to say, Trill, I'm about to block you from take away your wrench because that's just stupid, bro. Like, I mean, I get the premise. I know what you're saying. I mean, not every player comes right out with all the full skill set. But again, it all goes back to this. And Ancho said it. We've said it here on J&J Houston Sportscast. Do you think that this coaching staff is good enough to coach him up to be better? The answer is no, man. The answer is no. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care what you say. That's the reality of it, man. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, bro. I see. Jay Dizzle, damn it. Someone forgot who had us taking Khalil Warren the second round. Thoughts? I think that's a bad pick. Nothing against Warren. I'll say that right now. I think it's a bad pick. I think there's other things we need to do in that second round, but I mean, we'll see what happens, man. I'm kind of excited. I'm more excited about this draft than I have been in the last 2 or 3 drafts, and basically on the premise of where the hell are we going to go? Like, no one really knows where we're going to go. A lot of people, including myself, hope it's offensive line because DW4 is your biggest asset. But I mean, you can't deny that, with the loss of potentially Clowney, along with the suspect free agents and lack thereof that we got from the safety corner in the secondary. I don't know, man. One can make a big argument for defense straight off top. Best player available on the defensive side of the ball. That would be my guess. So, do you think Andre Dillard will fall? I doubt it. I've been telling you guys. I told you here on this channel. I've been saying it from day one before the season ended about prospects. And I told y'all, I said Andre Dillard, when it's all said and done, will be probably top 15, top 10 pick. Didn't even question it. And now look, all of a sudden he's been rising through draft boards, and no one seems to understand why. I can tell you why. He's the best pure pass blocking left tackle in this class. His run blocking, not as great as, like, say, Jawan Taylor. I'll say that, or maybe even a Reisner for that matter. But, I'm talking about right tackle versus left tackle. And again, guys, there is a big difference. Trust me, I played both. There's a big difference from slide stepping to the left and slide stepping to the right. I'm a little better at slide stepping to the right because I'm right-handed. Usually people who are more susceptible to slide stepping to the left is because they're left-handed. They're dominant with their left side, or they can open up better with their left side and maintain inside position with their hands. The unfortunate thing about college, and this is what I'm starting to see more and more, is they're teaching this outside hold shit. And it's bad technique. It's bad technique, but it's used for those teams that have the scrambling spread offenses, the Oregons and shit like that. And they have it because they're so spaced out. Like a normal split is like, 2 feet between the guard, guard and center, guard and tackle. Yeah, in these systems, it's like 4 feet. It's a big fucking gap, dude. And so they got to reach a little bit. But when you start reaching and holding outside the shoulder pads, you start leaning your technique. You start losing technique. You get called for holding more than anything. So it's pretty difficult. And to me, it's a detriment game, because that's why offensive line in the NFL right now is shit stain. I've been saying that for 3 years, dude. You just don't come across. There's very few Quentin Nelsons that come out. Let's be real, okay? Quentin Nelson is the last offensive lineman that came out that was a surefire pick, all-pro, hands down, no questions asked, was Jake Matthews. That was it. That was the last time I saw Jake Matthews, Quentin Nelson. There's a gap there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take it, you take the good with the bad. So I don't think Dillard will fall, unfortunately, unless someone moves up. What do you think about T. Howard? I'm neither here nor there. I'm not really impressed. I'm not really thinking he's trash. So in the hands of these great block, he's average. Exactly. Well, we don't need a blocking average. We need a good blocker. We need someone who is balanced. And I'll say it, to me, the most balanced, I would say, tight end in this draft is T.J. Hawker from Iowa. Even more so than I think Prince is his name. But two guys from NFL Network say Dillard would be falling to us, and that's great. And I hope that's how. Man, but the draft board falls. The first 5 picks dictates the draft. It's that simple. If it goes the first 5 like everyone's projecting, it'll go. Possibly he could drop. But I'm seeing more Dalton Reisner and Jonah fucking Williams more than anybody. And don't get me started on Jonah Williams, dude. I can't stand it, man. It drives me nuts. Edman sighting. Welcome, Edman. What's going on, man? I hadn't seen you in a while. Rumor has a Texans want to trade for quarterback like Williams. Do you think is worth it? No. Do not move up and get Greedy Williams. For the love of freaking Christ. That would be extremely stupid. You're really good at where you're at. If anything, trade back and get more picks, man. You need a 4th rounder. You can maybe stack another 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, or you can stack a late 1st, another late 2nd, plus your 2 mid seconds. I mean, like, there's things you can do, man. And I know it's a rumor, and I've heard it too. I really think that's stupid. I hope like hell it doesn't happen, but we'll see come draft time, man. I hope that's not the case, but we'll go from there, man. What's good, David? Welcome. Greg Little at 23. No, Greg Little to me is like Greedy Williams. He's highly overrated. Highly overrated, and I don't trust his coaching staff because he's so raw. Even though he's a 4-year starter, he's so raw in his technique. His pass blocking is abysmal. But that man can run maul. I'll give him that. His athletic ability and his balance, not technique, his balance as far as getting pushed off the ball when he needs to run. He can run maul. There's no doubt about it. I got no doubt about that in my mind. Is Andre Howard, you drafted a safety second round? It was Andre Howard retiring. I'm drafting a safety. Andre Howard kind of fucked us in a long way, bro. Andre Howard fucked us because we have no safety depth at all. None. If we would have retained maybe Jackson or Honey Badger, it is what it is. We didn't retain him, but our safeties. Who's our safeties right now? Who's our safeties right now? You let me know. Gibson, Reed. Who else? Let me know. That's just it. No one. That's it. Those are your starters right now. You have to address safety in either first or second round. Unfortunately, it's another hole that we have to fill based on this BS that Brian Gain is doing. Maybe what he's doing pans out. Okay, I always said I'll wait till after the draft to make my final assessment on Gain. Giving him rope, I hope he doesn't hang me with it like Bill O'Brien did. But at this point, his free agent skills are abysmal. His grade is abysmal at this particular point, man. What do you think about the tweet from Reed? I thought that was funny. I would love to. Oh God, dude, I would love. That would for Reed to just mash Brown's ass, dude. I would just love that, bro. Let's see. Thoughts on our call from yesterday's sauce. Actually, I didn't catch your call on yesterday's sauce. I think I dipped out of there pretty early. I had some things I had to do around the house. You 2-year-old, bro. What did you say? Just kind of give me a brief synopsis on what you said, and I could probably tell you. There's more of a draft builder guy. He doesn't spend money on free agency. And I'm not against that. But at this time, you've made your team worse than it is better. Let's be honest right now. Let's be honest. I didn't. True. I'm sorry, man. I left out, bro. I don't. I'm sure it was good. Just let me know what it was. Just briefly, what it was, man. Nah, I can't give Game 4 years to prove himself. No, he's just like a player to me. He gets 2 years to show me what he can do. Not to mention Brian Gain was here when Rick Smith was here, bro. I can't give him too much rope, man. Let's just be real. You cannot give this man too much rope because of what he's done. You just can't, man. Clearly exposed the soft mental team and his fans. Dude, I'm going to have to go back and watch it now, man. Because the fans' mentality is... Man, I love my Texans, dude, and we bitch about them all the time. I get how it's easy to not understand how we can be fans when we bitch all the time. It's because we've seen the same shit over and 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 over again to the point to where we're done. You can only get slapped so many times by a dude before you just haul off and smack his ass back. And that's exactly where we're at. That's where Sauce is at. That's where H-Town Sports is at. Hell, even some of the pundit radio stations around this, even they're starting to get like confused. You've got national guys like ESPN and I'm going, what the fuck's Game doing? And if they're saying that, for fuck's sake, and their job is to be somewhat quote unquote soft in how they report on a team in the NFL, or whatever the case may be, then there's a problem there. I mean, you cannot go. And I know Ayo Noah, and I'm gonna go ahead and address his ass right now. Ayo Noah, if you're watching this, man, I know you're supposed to be doing like some kind of debate with Wink or whatever the case may be. Good. I hope you do, and I hope you come through on that. All right. And there ain't nothing wrong with being positive. But I'm going to address this shit right now. Some of the things you say have no bearing, no facts, no background. You literally make no good case for anything you say in any way, shape, or form. Like you try, and I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to like say, okay, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? but you didn't answer the damn question that was asked originally. You're answering the question with a question. Answer the question, then move to your other point. Or say answer the question and go, hey, but I want to add something, and then add it. Just your etiquette on how you follow through with just general questions that are asked to you is suspect, which is what gets people so pissed off about you, man. You, like Troja said, you deflect every damn question that is given to you. I'm not saying don't be positive. I'm glad you're positive, man. I envy you in some ways because I wish I could go blind into the world like an idiot and not see the bad of what's there of something that I love. But I can't. So unfortunately, I have this thing called keeping it real. It's why I always say keeping it ridiculously real with Ray because I don't fucking hold back. I'm not saying you're bad for having a positive attitude. I'm saying you need to back up your facts with your opinion. You can have a subjective, opinion about it, but it's not objective when you're talking about the question you're responding to. Let me give you an example. How can you say Brian Gain is a bad GM? Well, one could argue, based on the facts, that now instead of having limited holes in our supposed team, now we have more holes because of the free agents you let walk. Why? You didn't want to spend money on them. That's fine, to his own. I get you. I understand that. But that is the damn fact of it. Is the man let the motherfuckers go. They're no longer here. So you try to spin it, to morph it to fit your either what you're trying to express or or how you're trying to answer it, but it doesn't hold water, meaning it doesn't give anyone any kind of sway. The whole point of you making your point, so to speak, is so you can sway others you think you do. Problem with that is you came into a lobby with real motherfuckers versus this is reality, this is imagination land. This is reality, this is Madden. And that's how it seems. That's how it's equated. And that's what we're trying to get across to you, and you're just not understanding it. And that's kind of what I'm trying to say. So, to get off Noah's thing, let me answer some of these questions here. Let's see here. Oh, man, damn. You guys been talking. Hold on. Hit the like button, man. Hit the dislike button. Whatever you got to do, man, just hit something. Bro, just give me something, man. Yeah, so how long will you give Kelly as an OC? Well, Kelly, Edmund, to answer your question, I know this is way back from the actual live chat. I'm going to let you know, and I've said it when the information came out that he was going to be the offensive coordinator. He's the fall guy for O'Brien. Bill O'Brien, even if he has an abysmal year, newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to sting just a little bit, O'Brien's not going anywhere, at least for another year and a half. Guaranteed. Because now Bill O'Brien can go, well, I gave the offense to Kelly. Kelly fucked it up. Maybe Kelly should be gone. See his boy Godsey for that. Again, facts to support my opinion. There you go, Noah. That's what I'm talking about. Just real simple, man. Do you still see value in Jonathan Joseph? I see Jonathan Joseph as a coach, not a player. And unfortunately, he's going to be a player. I hope he does well. So that's all I can say. At this point, Jonathan Joseph is one fart away from shitting out baby powder out of his ass because he's so old, dude. The man can't keep up. You just can't. That's just the reality of him, man. What's going on? Dr. Rabbit, what's going on, man? Flex here question. Well, I didn't ask Noah anything. It's when Noah comes onto the sauce and I'm listening to it, it takes every ounce of my being not to call in and just blast idiot and make him look really stupid. And I say idiot in the most loving way possible because him loving the team doesn't make him an idiot. Him loving the team and blindly following it is what makes him really stupid. So, unfortunately, it is name calling, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Some of the shit that I say he said was stupid and I was dumb too. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see here. More. No cheesesteaks. I ought to be the XFL name, the Houston Cheesesteaks. The same shit we hiring him. He's the same as the old. Yeah. Again, do you guys know where Kelly came from? I did this on the sauce when he was first hired, but a lot of people don't know. You know what Kelly's role has been on the team when he came with O'Brien from Penn State? Oh, and he did come from Penn State with O'Brien. So he's one of O'Brien's boys. He's the quality control offensive coordinator. What the hell is that? Someone let me know what position that is. And if he is quality control, he sure as hell isn't doing real good with the quality with the offenses we're throwing out there right now. Give me a break. So that was one thing he was in charge of. Then he got more stacked onto him. Then he was the tight ends assistant coach along with that. Again, can't say that our tight ends have gotten any better. One could argue. I doubt it. Then he started doing something about, I think he was like offensive personnel coordinator. Like, dude, he had like 4 different jobs he's doing at once. And so they said, fuck it, we'll wipe the slate clean. You're the offensive coordinator now. If that doesn't scream as scapegoat to you guys, I don't know what will, bro. I just don't. I don't know what else to tell you. So if you don't hold back, why don't you go off and call on Cal McNair and Janice McNair? Cal McNair and Janice McNair, I honestly think are in over the head. That's why I don't call them out. Unfortunately, I think they're in over the head, and I think Janice is running this team and not Cal. I got a hunch on that. I can hold their feet to the fire, but they're new owners, man. What are you going to do? They're new owners. And even though Cal has probably been groomed for years by Daddy, you see, same shit. Guys, what can I say, man? It's just hard for me to get on them right now because I don't think you guys have to remember they're still feeling. Janice is dealing with her husband's recent death. Son is dealing with dad's recent death. That's not some shit you just push to the side and go about day-to-day business and totally rework everything that he ever brought to the organization. And, debate what you want to about, what Bob was. But hey, the guy's gone, and they're dealing with him. They're mourning him still, man. Like, I can't really jump on their ass just because there's nothing. I think they're kind of in kind of lost. There's so much shit coming at them. Kind of give them just give them a little space. Give them a little space. See what goes on. Like, I tell you what, if they fire Bill O'Brien, say midseason if we're doing horrible, or at the end of the season if we do horrible, then I'll make my statement on them. But I can't really. They're in mourning, bro. Like, what do you want me to do? Hey, Kelly has a bright future as an OC, a young coach who is creative. What has Tim Kelly Edmond done to warrant that statement? Let me know. Bright future as an OC, young coach who's creative. How do we know he's creative? If he's the offensive quality control person, how come the offense looks like shit? Isn't he in charge of that? The running game with Lamar Miller. I got newsflash. Lamar Miller's highly overrated, bro. I hate to be the one to tell you. He does a lot of little things good, but he's not Arian Foster. He's not even close to Arian Foster. Hell, he's not even close to what Steve Slayton was before Slayton went Slayton. I'll say that right off the top. To me, Lamar Miller is just not the answer. I'm sorry. That's the reality of it. You can go back. He's overrated. And he ain't overrated better than Blue. I'm not worried that Alfred Blue shouldn't be on this team. He should have never been back on this team. Alfred Blues sucks too. I don't understand. And they did address running back. If you think about this, if Foreman would have never got hurt, there's a high probability Foreman is a starter, right? Or Miller. Which you think he's not. Bro, he is not better than Foreman. I'm sorry, bro. I think he's worse than Miller is now because of his leg or because of his Achilles. But before that, if Foreman would have got more touches, Miller wouldn't even be here. I can tell you that right now. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that at all. Quality offensive, I got to go back. I'm missing a whole bunch of crap. Quality control offensive coordinator, exactly. What the fuck is that? No one even knows what the hell that is. I don't even know how that entails in the division. All I know is that quality control means you're making sure the quality of offense is there, and that's not the fucking case. So, again, what has he done that warrants that kind of statement? That's my question. Even in his coaching position, just Manuel one's hard to good and negative. Everyone has about the offseason. Tell me you would sign for the money they got. Ooh, God, that's a great question, Grob. Money they would have got. I don't know, because it seems like I say, and I'm going to say this is gently, as eloquently as I possibly can. I think there's two different free agent markets. I think on the one side you have the people who know how to wheel and deal, and on the other side you have the people who just want to stay cheap and will get leftovers from any other team. We fall in the latter category, and it's obvious by looking at the trades that have gone on. Just think about it. You mean to tell me we couldn't have traded Clowney to any of these teams? You mean to tell me that no one would take an offer? I guarantee if you offered someone Clowney for a first and a third, you would done deal like that. And again, I'll go back to saying this again with the whole Clowney thing. No one's offered him shit, guys. Hello? No one's offered anything to Houston for Clowney. And if they have, Gain is fucking it up because he's not taking it, or it's definitely not leaking. Anyone who is a major free agent has little leaks and little sources throughout the offseason process that makes it kind of give you a general sense of where they're going to end up. And usually it's right. You haven't heard shit about that with Clowney, have you? Why? Because you have a bad marriage right now. It's the perfect triangle of bullshit. You have Clowney, who wants to be the highest paid player and probably wants the most guaranteed money, and he ain't fucking worth it. I don't care what any of you said. Number two, you got Gain, who screwed it up and probably lowballed him with his initial offer. That's it. And then the last of that little side of that triangle is real simple. Real simple. You just don't have either side even come close together. They're like magnets that repel each other right now. They don't want to deal. They don't want to deal with Clowney. I'm sorry, guys. I keep saying this. Clowney's not a Texan anymore. As of now, he is a franchise tag guy that has to sign his tenure and has not. There's a great possibility he pulls a Le'Veon Bell. Then what? You're not gonna get those first rounders you're looking for. So I mean, you got all this mixed bag of shit going on with Gain. Like there's no decisiveness from him. He's all over the place. It's like watching Last Jedi, a Star Wars movie. Like you shit on the continuity that's there, and then you add this other bullshit that's there. And again, that's just a rant because I'm a Star Wars nerd, for those who didn't know. But it's the same concept. He's fucking all over the place. Like I want to be cheap, but I want to get people that'll increase the team. But I want to stay cheap, but I want to get people that increase the team. They got a little bit of injury, but maybe they'll do good with this. I'll give them 1 year deal. It's just you go cross-eyed trying to think about what it is that's going on. So I don't know, man. It's just hard to, man. God, you guys are commenting like crazy, man. Blue playing. Alfred Blue is not even a conversation. I don't even know why his name was brought up. Currently, the case Foreman has to prove he can stay healthy. Agreed. Edmund, I do agree with that. But I do agree that I do say this: if he would have stayed healthy, would probably have already been traded away because he would be our number one. But he's injured. We are where we are. We live in reality. This is where we're at. So I'll have to agree with that for the time being. He has to prove he can stay healthy. There's nothing wrong with saying that. What do you have? 13 yards for 52 yards. Who you talking about, Rabin? You talking about Foreman? You talking about Miller? Point is, we have to give Kelly a chance to be creative with the offense. We are going to give Kelly. We have no choice. We're as Texans fans. The deal's done. He's going to be the offensive coordinator. And if the offense improves, great. We got something outstanding. I'll eat crow on that. But it's another O'Brien boy that comes from a system that's borrowed from the Patriots that we've been trying to run that we can't run because of the personnel we've got and the coaching. Dude, I can give you a laundry list of the reasons why it won't work. So when they go under 500, I'm almost convinced they're going 4-12 next year. If you want me to be perfectly honest with you, bro, that's just me. I just think it's gone. If he had one season, what the fuck? Well, I mean, yeah, maybe the season got cut short. I mean, one could argue Will Fuller would be a really good wide receiver if he could just stay healthy. And you guys know I can't stand Will Fuller because he can't stay healthy. But can't deny what he does when he's on the field. And he's gotten better every year, except for not getting injured, unfortunately. Re-sign Clowney first during the last year or offseason. Yeah, that probably would have been the best way to go about it. But they dawdled like they always do, and they fucked it up. And we even said that would be a bad idea. And look at where we're at. Arvia, do you think the NFL could change? I think the NFL, if you really want the players to be happy, this won't work for, I would say, smaller market teams. But I would take cap and bump it way the hell up, way up, and I would start giving guaranteed money. That'll make the players happy. That'll make the fans happy. Maybe because to me, when it comes to baseball and basketball, dude, those contracts are fully guaranteed, man. So when they get their money, they get their money. If they go down, they still get their money, and that's the whole point. Especially with football being more of a contact sport than those two. It makes sense. I mean, I would definitely, I'm talking drastically bump the salary cap. I'm not even joking. But again, that might affect small market teams. But in all honesty, the players is what's really fucking up the system. The players, what I mean by that is, they're trying to take back a little bit of power that they agreed upon when they had the players union. They're going to meet again, I think, next season. We'll see what happens. But at the same time, the owners are greedy fuckers too, and they need to come out of pocket and start playing some of these dudes. They put their bodies online every day, man. It's kind of difficult. I've made a long talk about how I feel like they're overpaid. Like, no professional sports team should be getting paid XYZ amount of millions of dollars. I'm sorry. I don't care how well they entertain. But the reality is they do. So I have to go with what the reality is. So, Trent Brown will suck ass because hold on. Oh my god. Thank you guys for commenting, man. I'm trying to stay up with it, man. Trent Brown will suck ass because Brady gets the ball out in 2 seconds. Yeah, Trent Brown. I'm not unhappy that we didn't get him. I'm very grateful we didn't get him. Actually, I'm all in for trading Clowney, but the only rumor is no. I do not. I don't want Clowney in the AFC. Knowing our luck, Clowney would go to fucking Indianapolis. That's just Houston. That's the Houston curse or luck, whatever it is, dude. And Clowney's in limbo, man. At this point, I don't consider him. He's a Texan. I don't want to lose him for nothing. But if we did get rid of him, I would not be completely upset because I've never been a Clowney fan. I think he's highly overrated. His TFLs are great. He can game wreck, but he costs us games as well, man. Like, where was he during the Indianapolis playoff game, man? He didn't show up. This guy was getting single blocked by Quentin Nelson, who was destroying his ass. If you're someone who's supposed to be a game wrecker, I'm not going to pay you top-notch stuff, man, for getting your ass dominated by a rookie. You're definitely stronger and more athletically and talented than he is. But you got dominated. Where were you at during that playoff game when we needed you the most? You were non-existent like everybody else. So, I mean, for those who want to, he's a game changer. When is he a game changer? When he plays New England? What other times? When he plays Oakland? Like, I can't think of other times where he's solely 100% wrecked the game. And let me know in the comments when he has. But other than the New England and the Oakland game in the postseason, where the hell's he been at? Where's he at, man? Can't do it. Can't do it, man. It's the same. It's the reason why I didn't like him when he came out. He plays when he wants to play, guys, and that's just the reality of it, man. I'm telling you, if you gave Jadeveon Clowney's talent with J.J. Watt's unrelenting, I would say just he doesn't quit, his unquit attitude, Clowney would have been better than Watt ever was. That's scary to think about, and I'll admit that right off rip. But he doesn't want it. He doesn't want to be better than Watt. He's content with where he's at. See his play if you think I'm full of shit. Let's see. You can't get a threat. Can't smash him. Yeah, we're hemorrhaging talent bad, man. That's pretty bad. 5'11's not bad. 5'11, 4-12, somewhere around there. I think it's pretty good, bro. Andre Dillard on Mel Kiper draft. Is that where Mel Kiper has Andre Dillard falling? Okay, let's be honest though. Mel Kiper is like pancakes. That guy how he still has a job for as long as he's been throughout many drafts is astounding to me. That's what I'll say. This is the guy that said last year that Quentin Nelson was not the best lineman in the draft, and this guy turns out a rookie All-Pro season, not just a Pro Bowl, All-Pro season. I don't know, man. Just saying. Whoever thumbs down is a butthole. I think that's fine, baby. They get thumbs down. It was probably either Edmund or it was probably Edmund, maybe Ferocious. I don't know. I doubt it. Climbing to the Jets or the Giants, I wouldn't be against either one of those. I would prefer the Giants. I don't want to see Clowney. I don't want to see him in the AFC, man. But I wouldn't be against either one of those. He comes for yeah. Again, man, like his draft. Like I can't sit here and say Game drafted bad. He drafted fairly decent considering what he was given. Give him that. I'll give him that, and I'll even give him his contracts are okay. Except I'm not a big fan of these 1-year deals, man. 1-year deals really pissed me off. But hey, there it is, man. It is what it is. I want to see what he does with this first and two second-round picks, man. Me and Wink can't agree on Clowney. I think we should trade him. Wink wants to give him a bet. I know. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I love Wink. Wink is my bro. Wink and I have had a lot of conversations, and we've been doing this for a long time together. But I will say this, and he's probably not gonna like it, and that's fine. It is what it is. Wink sucks the teeth of Jadeveon Clowney. Anything Jadeveon Clowney does, even when Jadeveon Clowney was offsides and all that other shit, Wink was the first dude on the round table to go and defend his punk ass every single time. Anytime you talk Clowney, Wink just loses his mind, and it's just like, no, Clowney's the best shit since sliced bread. And I understand he's a fan. I get it. I'm not saying he's wrong for that. I disagree with him wholeheartedly on who Clowney really is. And the stats don't lie. The numbers don't lie. I'm sorry, man. It just doesn't, man. Oh, yeah. Springer's a freaking badass, Berkeley. Springer's a badass, dude. I'm sorry, man. And I got to tell you, man, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Peacock this year. I think he could kind of tighten it a little bit around the strike zone, but, man, I'm telling you, I like what Peacock is showing me, man. I'm very impressed with him. I knew he had it, but he just never really always put it together. Like Peacock is very streaky. He goes through streaks, and he comes back, and he goes through streaks again. It's usually he kind of screws it up, but yeah, man, it was nice, bro. Yeah, so I don't know. And man, I don't understand the hate with Clowney and Gain and O'Brien. You make it seem worse than it seems. I'm not saying you're wrong all the time, but you assume the worst all the time. No. I assume the worst from those particular guys because, and you know what? Actually, I've given Gain, in my defense, I've given him a lot of leeway. I don't really hate on him too much. I just don't understand his philosophy in free agency. I don't understand how that's hate on Gain. I don't agree with his free agent philosophy on certain things. The Clowney thing, Edmund, you've been watching long enough, better know why I can't stand Jadeveon Clowney. You have no reason to be even saying that. Bill O'Brien, again, you and I go round and round about this. Bill O'Brien is one of the worst fucking head coaches in this league, period. It doesn't matter how you slice it. I have more evidence to prove that he's worth of shit than you do that he's good. That's what I'll say. But other than that, I know you're not saying I'm wrong all the time. I assume the worst all the time because I don't like this head office. I don't like that Bill O'Brien and Gaines, who was here before he went to Buffalo, are like buddy simpatico. I don't like that. I need there to be some differences between those two people because they're calling the shots on the roster and on the contracts. Why do you not understand that? It drives me insane, bro. All right, thanks, Utro. I didn't even know he was having a dent tonight, man. Honestly, everyone is mad about Honey Badger loss. He is leader in run support, but he was a buster in covering tight ends. I'm glad to see we didn't give him 14 a year. I'm not too upset about Honey Badger either, but on the hindsight, I didn't realize we were going to lose our entire safety depth when we let him walk. So, I don't know, man. Different others. RBS got a unique look at. I already know who Armstead is, Grob. I've looked at him and I like it. I like what he brings. I think he's a little raw, but man, can't deny the ability of that guy. Yep. Rockwell Armstead from Temple. I've watched, and the reason why is because I watch a lot of Rocky Sin Temple footage, and boy, he keeps popping out on the board every time. I didn't think the Den was going tonight, man. Did I get a message? Hold on. Some bitch. Den is going. Oh well. What do you mean? You would pay old veterans millions of dollars and waste your cap space? Why Gaines isn't overspending on free agency? It's not that he's so. It's not even overspending, or it's that he's not. Gibson is arguably not a starting safety in this league. Do you disagree? Henderson is not arguably is not a starting tackle in this league. He's bounced around from team to team. Same thing with Matt Khalil. You really think these guys like you sign free agents to plug in holes mainly on your starting up because 9 times out of 10, your first or second round picks aren't going to pan out year one. And you guys know your boy Bill O'Brien, Edmund, does not like playing most of his first round, second round picks that same year, their rookie year. Let's just be honest, man. So I'm not mad about him. I'm not mad about him overspending or not overspending. I'm mad about the talent he's bringing in here. When you sign Gibson, you still have Eric Berry guys that are out there that to me will make a difference on this team faster than what Gibson will. That's just the reality of it, man. You signed Aaron Colvin, which you said was going to be a great signing. Yeah, Edmund, good call on that one. And then you signed Gibson. So next year we'll probably try to sign Ramsey, and then a year after that we'll try to get Bouye, so we have the whole secondary from fucking Jacksonville a year ago or 2 years ago. Like, it doesn't make any sense, man. Gibson, you go to any Jaguar fans, you go to any Carolina fans out the and anyone that Denver, for fuck's sake, Denver got rid of Roby as a corner, signed Kareem Jackson to play corner for Denver. That means that they thought that Kareem Jackson, and we know what Kareem Jackson can do at corner, was a better fit for their system than a guy they drafted in the first round and been molding and apparently hasn't done shit. But you think this is an improvement? I don't understand your mentality. Free agents, yeah, you signed that, but free agents have been in the league. You got less of a risk with free agency than you do with rookies, to be perfectly honest with you. Rookies, you're investing time in coaching, and hopefully they pan out for you. Free agents, you know what they've given. You know what they can do. But at the same time, there's a risk with them, Tim. They can get injured, or they are injury prone, which is why they were released from their last team. Think about it, man. I don't understand. I just don't understand why you don't get it. Like, it frustrates me that you don't get it. You're supposedly in school. I would think you would use your critical thinking skills to see the facts to base your opinion, but you don't do that, unfortunately. Nowadays, are you happy Texans are doing change on the jersey? I don't know if that's actually legit, if that's confirmed. If they are doing a change, my God, I hope it's not bad. Oh my God, I hope it's not bad, and I hope it's not powder blue. That's Tennessee. That's not our colors. Stay away from powder blue. I grew up watching Earl Campbell in the Dome, so I was a big Oilers fan, but I'm a Houston fan. So when they left, I stayed here. I stayed pat. I didn't cheer for them when they went over to Tennessee. So I hope they keep their uniforms. I want their uniforms to be edgier. I don't want them to be basic bland. Like, even the color rush scheme for the Texans, they're nice uniforms, but I don't like them, dude. The all blue, I don't like the all blue. If you gave me like the battle red top with like the blue bottoms and like the red socks with the blue shoes, dude, that would be a kick-ass. That would look like a good uniform. For those who don't know, go throw. I haven't played Madden in damn near 5-6 years. Go put it on Madden where you can alternate the jerseys. Do a red top, blue bottom, red socks, blue shoes. It's clean. It's clean. You don't have to change much. You just have to alter your scheme a little bit. I like it, man. I like it so. Most smart teams built through the draft. Is that most smart teams? So the Patriots, they built through draft? I'll wait for that answer, Evan. So the Patriots, they go through, and we're not those teams. We keep trying the same argument. We're not the Patriots. We want to be. For fuck's sake, we really do. God, it's so annoying. But we're not the Patriots. Patriots built through fucking free agency. They hit on late round picks and undrafted free agents. Who? I'll wait. Who makes a solid contribution to the Patriots team with late round undrafted free agents? Chris Hogan? You think fucking Chris Hogan is good? You really think Chris Hogan is good? I hope you're joking. I hope you're joking. James White? Again, I hope you're joking. I'm sorry, bro. I hope you're joking. I'll get back to you. Let me keep reading these. Oh, my God. Wait, hold on. Phones are changing the jersey. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know if they're changing jerseys or not, man. I think it's hype, but maybe they do. I don't know. I'd like to change, though. I don't know. Chris Hogan and James White. Elliot Roberts? Bro. Oh, my God. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh, Edmund, you are such a misguided soul. It's okay. I'll pray for you. What do you think Hunter Renfrow is good? I think he's okay. I think he's just your typical slot white guy. Yeah, I think he's Cole Beasley, I guess is a good way of putting it. Brian Gay takes his strong safety to the first round. Would you be mad? Actually, honestly, at this point with our depth, probably not, man. I would want him to go all O-line, but, I was there too. I can't be mad about it. Yeah, I know. Hightower was a first rounder, but it is what it is. Malcolm Butler. 1. I'll give you 1. Malcolm Butler. Who else? Because these other ones, one of them was a first-round pick. The other ones are they're not good players, despite what you may think. Just because they play on the Patriots does not make them a good player. It makes them better. But Wes Welker. All right, I'll give that one. I'll give you that one. Yeah. I was a big advocate for Butler. I still think he's better than what people make him to be, but yeah, I ate my crow on that one already. Yeah, that was bad foresight on my part. Yeah, it was really bad foresight on my part. But oh yeah, John and I will be in the same room streaming the draft for everyone. So it'll be good, man. Yeah, I know, Bregman, man. I know. Yeah, it is what it is, man. If we fix the O-line problem, but not our secondary, how you see us doing this? I see us still doing 8-8, 7-9. I don't see us being world beaters, man. I mean, you got to think about it. We're asking on offense. We're asking a rookie, and again, there's no Quentin Nelson in this draft. There's just not. We're asking someone to come in and be Quentin Nelson, for lack of a better way of putting it. And there's just not one in this draft. Maybe someone will be good enough in the draft, and I hope that's the case, and I hope it's Houston that snags that person, but a lot of other people pick it before us. So it'd be hard, man. So is Nick Martin a bust so far? I'd say Nick Martin, for the hype that he had coming out, I would say he's on that bust line. He's getting close, yeah. If he has another abysmal year like this, I would say I'm thinking that his guards beside him don't help him, and he can't do it by himself. But there are some things he does that are extremely suspect. Bust, I would say he's close. He's close to being a bust. Yes. Yeah. Very disappointing career with Nick Martin so far. But again, you got to think about it. Who's his coach? Who's his coach? Coaching and injuries. Yeah, that's probably going to fuck up anybody, honestly. I mean, one could argue, and I'll even make the argument for you. One could be that Connie at least had Vrabel to coach him as outside backer. I mean, dang, that is what it is. Davenport heading there as well. Yeah, Davenport's got to I would say mid-season this year. If Davenport's not starting, and I have a suspicion on this, and I'll come back to this after I'm done. With Davenport, if he's starting at left tackle and he stays at left tackle and he plays half the season and he's still looking like shit like from last year, I would say I wouldn't blast. I mean, he was a 4th-round pick, dude. What did we expect that guy to do, man? Fulton at left guard, Lindstrom at right guard. No, Lindstrom has been a career left guard. I don't want to fuck with that. Fulton is already at the right guard. Fulton needs to be a right guard. Lindstrom at left guard, if that's what they were going to do. Yeah, Davenport. Okay, year 1, Davenport's there. He's alternating between left and right tackle, so you can't really give much out of that. Last year, he's stuck mainly at left tackle and looked pretty average, probably below average, if I'm being honest. This year, again, with a sign. Look, guys, do not be. Look, I'm telling you right now, but this is before the draft. Barring any miracle offensive lineman fall on our lap, like a Reisner or Dillard or something like that, I'm telling you right now, our starting line from left to right is going to be fucking Matt Khalil, Cineo Calamente, Martin, Fulton, and fucking Sontrell Henderson. I'm telling you, do not be surprised if that's your starting line week 1. I'm telling you right now, and oh my God, it would be a nightmare if it was. Yeah, that's why I'm giving Davenport another half year. He didn't play a lot of good on it. He was a 4-year starter at Bucknell left tackle, but first year in the NFL, he's playing left tackle and he's playing right tackle. They didn't know where the fuck to put him. And now Henderson comes in, he balls out, and then gets hurt like 16 plays into the first game of the season, and he's out for the rest of the year. We don't even know if he's going to be ready by fucking opening day by opening kickoff. You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with Khalil. Khalil's coming off an injury too. Dude, guys, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm willing to bet you it's Khalil, Calamente, Martin, Fulton, and Henderson starting next year, unless they get someone in the draft. I'm telling you right now, that is what that'll be what happens. Yeah, the false starts from Davenport are pretty shit thing, man. And I think he's got a lot of false starts because 2 things. One, I don't think Calamente is really – I don't think he's communicating well with him, or whoever's playing left guard at the time is communicating with him. Not only that, I also think he's so scared with the speed rush that he can't get back fast enough. To me, he steps straight back instead of out of 45, which opens him up, which leaves him wide open for a spin move or a swim move over the top, and even an under shoulder inside move, which is unheard of. But if he opens straight up, like, for example, if you're here and then you're here, you're in trouble. You need to be here and then there. You need to be at a 45-degree angle, because if you step straight back and give all that ground, forget it, dude. It's over. DW4 is going to be laid out all over the place. So, yeah, but that's about it, man. That's all I got. Just a little, nothing too crazy, nothing too nuts. You know, I appreciate you guys, man. I don't want to say anything about Rakin because he's not worth my breath. That guy's trash stain, and I can't even go there. But, you know, as per usual, we can agree, disagree. But I'm going to go ahead and head out. But as per usual, like, stub in. Peace.